Hey everybody, this is Steve with Sphere Rental. We're doing the tutorial on the 31MB, your control panels just inside the door. So you have hydraulic leveling, your main gauges and slide control, your battery power, your awning, main disconnect. You'll leave that turned on for the entire trip, just like that. The solar, nothing to do with that. If you have sun, you'll be recharging the batteries, and then your water heater control. So let's start up here with the water pump. We'll turn that on during the day. You don't want to leave that on at night, and you only need that if you are not hooked up to city water at a campground. So you'll turn that on for water supply. The tank heater is only needed during the winter if it's going to be below 30 degrees at night. And if you are using that, you want to make sure you have shore power, ideally, because it will use quite a bit of battery power to keep those tanks from freezing. So your gauges are right here. You simply push the button to get a reading on the gauge. So that's your propane, your LPG, your battery gauge, your freshwater tank, the black tank, and then the gray tank. Wi-Fi doesn't do anything in this RV. We do have it equipped with a Starlink on the roof, so you can have high-speed, unlimited internet anywhere you go. Unfortunately, the Wi-Fi don't work in remote areas like Yellowstone or southern Utah, so that's why we do Starlink. Slide control is just in and out. This front one controls the main dining room and living room slide. The bottom one controls the bedroom slide, but there's another switch in the back. I don't like to use this one. I'll use the switch in the back so I can be next to the slide and I can see what's happening or hear if there's any issues with it. To send the slide out, you simply hold it down until the slide comes to a stop, and then you let up the switch. As well as bringing the slide in, you'll hold it down until the slide comes to a stop and then let up the switch. You don't want anybody sitting on the couch or around the table when the slide is going in and out. It's not a roller coaster, but you're safe to sit on it when it is extended or retracted. So, the hydraulic system is pretty easy. You simply power it on. You wait for all the lights to go off. It does a self-check, and then you push and hold the start button. The light will come on that the system is operating, and then I will extend all the leveling jacks. So on this RV, you have 4 jacks. So 2 up here at the front. And then we'll check out the 2 back here in the rear. So right there. All right. So let's go to the water heater. This has an on-demand water heater, so you set the temperature. Right now the water temperature in the water heater is 77 degrees. You set the temperature of what you want to come out the faucet. So if you're going to take a shower, you're going to be anywhere from 107 to 111. Sorry, interrupted. The hydraulic system's done. You'll have that little start light blinking when it's all completed. So back to the water heater. You set the temperature, what you want come out the faucet, and then you only use the hot side. Don't blend the water, it'll cause this to short cycle. You'll get hot and cold water and won't be comfortable. So if you're taking a shower, stay within that threshold. I wouldn't even go to 113, that's going to be way too hot. But if you're going to do dishes, crank it all the way up to 123, fill up the sink all the way full of water, hot water to do a round of dishes. So it's really nice. You can take a couple hours worth of shower. If you're hooked up to full hookups, you have water coming into the RV, you're hooked up to the sewer, you have water going out. You can basically get unlimited showers. So that's the main controls.